So I want to talk about Clover again. On from my past video or my most recent video before this, which was my first video on YouTube. I'm going on to why I bought into this company. Now, some important news came out on the 29th of March 2021, which was an 8K form. Now, an 8K form is basically any it's any news that is not scheduled. So any unscheduled news that comes out or the company wants to release, that's not a quarterly, that is not in the quarterly forms or things like that. So let's kind of break down what this form involves. Okay, now, it's only 3 pages long. You can see the 3 pages. The main this is all that we're interested in. This paragraph. Okay, now from the Hindenburg report or the Hindenburg research that was done, they accused Clover Health of paying various different companies to come up with the majority of Clover's sales. Now, immediately, what does that sound like? It sounds like they're paying a marketing agency. Now, that's basically what it was. I don't know why it got so kind of not heated, but out of hand in the public markets and in forums and things like that, and short sellers just trying to go off this silly information that Clover was somehow doing something wrong. So let's just read this first of all. As previously discussed, I'm going to refer to this as Mr. B. As previously discussed, Mr. B maintains an ownership interest in B&H Assurance, an insurance brokerage firm that he founded with a partner in 2011 before joining Clover. As described in the original post, Clover directly contracts with a field marketing organization named Ritter Insurance Marketing. Now, what is a field marketing organization? Let's go have a look. A field marketing organization offers many benefits to independent agents and agencies. FMOs are also commonly called IMOs, independent marketing organizations, and NMOs, national marketing organizations, and vary through the insurance industry. But all have one thing in common: they market, sell, and distribute insurance products. Okay? So, Ritter, okay, no, that's jumped ahead of myself. As described in the original post, Clover directly contracts with a field marketing organization, essentially a marketing agency that specializes in the insurance industry, named Ritter Insurance. Okay, remember that Ritter Insurance was Clover's, or still is, Clover's marketing agency. B&H is one of the many downline agencies from Ritter. Now let's break that down. What is a downline agency? So, Medicare insurance sales can be considered as a multi-level marketing or network marketing model. This means that independent agents are recruited by other agents called their upline, and they can go on to recruit agents on their own called their downline. So, B&H Assurance is one of the many downline agencies from Ritter. So Ritter basically goes to B&H Insurance and says, listen, I've got this client Clover. We need to find some clients for them. We need to sell some of their plans. B&H Assurance is also another FMO, a field marketing organization. So B&H is contracted by Ritter. Ritter is contracted by Clover. Okay, so nothing wrong there. It all makes sense. Let's read that again. B&H Assurance is one of the many downline agencies from Ritter, which means that B&H and its agents sell Clover plans through Ritter, as well as other non-Clover Medicare Advantage plans. We understand from Ritter that from 2017 to 2020, B&H Assurance received from Ritter roughly $400,000 a year for Clover-related products. So, B&H Assurance sold Clover-related products as they were contracted by Ritter to do this, so Ritter paid them $400,000 for that service. Okay? Perfectly fine. As noted in the original post from the period 2017 to present, Clover has paid roughly $160,000 directly to B&H Assurance. $125,000 of which is an incentive payment made in 2021 for hitting a present enrollment bonus pursuant to an incentive plan in which other agencies also participate. That's perfectly normal and is common in many industries. There'll be incentive plans and rewards for companies to meet targets. Now, this all sounds fine. Obviously, this is from Clover, but this is, this is their response basically to some of the accusations. And I don't think they're going to lie on their response, because if they've been, potentially found out for things in the past through these short seller reports and all that, they're not going to risk it again. Where did we get to? We got to here. We understand from Mr. B that over the last several years, he reported an average of roughly $170,000 a year in net income from B&H Assurance. So Mr. B, who was the founder or one of the founders of B&H Assurance, took home about that much a year from the company. The company has concluded that the income received by Mr. B as a result of his work for Clover is compliant with acceptable CMS rules and regulations. Now, what is the CMS? CMS is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Now, these regulations and rules, they have to be strictly followed. If they're not followed and they get found out, you'll get large fines. Back to the file. Based on discussions with the company, Mr. B has agreed to divest from all interests in B&H Assurance to avoid potential conflict of interest. Now, I think this is because he joined Clover, so there's a conflict of interest there, which they now have reduced by Mr. B saying he will not work with B&H Assurance anymore as he's with Clover. So essentially, this is good news for Clover. This is great news, actually, because they've proved the short sellers wrong. Now, after that news, nothing much really happened. This was released on the 29th, so it kind of it's gone down from then, from the 29th. But this is short-term noise, and noise in the market, as I mentioned, is things like this, the news and all that. And just because good news comes out doesn't mean the price is going to go up. And again, I'm in this for the long run. I'm just trying to share my opinion on why I still believe in this company, and hope that the short sellers learn their lesson if they are still in positions. Will there be a short squeeze? I don't know. No one knows. Do I hope there is one? I don't know. In my interest, it will probably be good because I'll make something off it. But in the long run, this company, I believe, will go up in value a lot as it provides more value. As I mentioned previously, it is undervalued in my opinion. But yeah, I hope this provided some value to you and some kind of clarification. If you have any questions or comments, just comment them in the section below. And leave a like if this video taught you something or you learned something new. Thank you guys. Take care.